Salvete omnes vos. Hey everyone, welcome back to this channel. And if this is your first time of seeing my face, my name is Nicholas Salako. And on this channel, I bring you latest and freshest information about studying abroad. Of course, I won't bring you something really expensive. I kind of scavenge for information about studying abroad that is affordable and cheap for international students to follow. And as we have it currently, many European countries and European community, especially universities there, are actually opening up their arms to welcome you and I to study in the academic community. And today is no different. I'm bringing you schools around Europe that is ready to welcome you and your family. For those who are married or who have kids who are looking forward to migrating or going to study with your family, here you go. You have the information today. And before I go into much talk, let's dive in. Welcome back. If you're from Nigeria, Ghana, Congo, Rwanda, Burundi, Burkina Faso, the current golden country in Africa right now, or any part of the world that you're from, whether it is Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, Yemen, whatever part of the world that you're from, this scholarship and these opportunities are actually looking for you. You'll be studying in Europe with little or nothing. Let me say that again. You've been studying in Europe with little or nothing. And I got three schools that want you to pay little or nothing to come study in the academic community. They are ready to see you express yourself, to express that distinct culture that you have, that distinct identity that you have, and they won't judge you for that. They really want to have you in the community and embrace this diversity and this peculiar talents that you bring into their community. And these universities are the universities of Siena, University of Camerino, and University of Cassino. University of Siena, University of Camerino, and University of Cassino. I'll also talk about the deadlines, okay? And I'll also talk about the scholarship that can help you to either clear off your tuition, or if even if you don't get a scholarship, trust me, what you'll be paying is tantamount to nothing. You can take my word for that, okay? So don't forget to share this information to people who need it. Let's quickly do a breakdown. I don't want to make this video a long video, so let's do a breakdown real quickly, and I'm going to tell you about the benefit and how to apply to these schools. Again, I am going to add the links to apply in my description box. So do well to check my description box and follow the link, follow the prompts there. I will attach each one to each school there in my description. So, but if you have any question, do well to drop your comments and questions. I will definitely get to them and answer you promptly. So let's go into that. The first one is the University of Siena. And the good thing about the University of Siena is that they are currently partnering with the DSU Toscana Scholarship. University of Siena is currently partnering with the DSU Toscana Scholarship. And if you're fortunate enough to get this scholarship, you'll be paying zero kobo or €0. You're paying nothing to study in this University of Siena. And the scholarship benefits include your housing, your free. In fact, this is amazing. This scholarship gives you stipend, of course. They pay your housing, your tuition, and they even give you free meals. Meaning they feed you, they pay you, they house you, everything. They just want you to bring that peculiar identity and talents that you have to the academic community. And they are going to sponsor everything that you need to succeed. University of Siena, partnering with DSU Toscana Scholarship. They are ready for you. And I'm gonna apply, I'm gonna include the link to my description box. So I would advise that you click on it as soon as possible, get your documentation ready, and you are good to go. Like I always say, the documentation of most of the European communities or European universities is almost the same. The first thing that you need is your passport. That is primordial. The first thing you need is your passport. After your passport, you need your certificate. That's your transcript. You need a letter from your university. Let's say you study in an English speaking country or university. You need a letter from your school stating that you studied in English. It's called letter of English proficiency. And your school registrar is going to give you that. If you don't have that, let's say you study in an English speaking country and you are not really sure of your ability to comprehend, you can still go ahead and write the TOEFL or your IELTS and you're still good to go. Okay. But make sure you have your documents. Once you have your documents, most of these things, they are quite easy to get, I would say, from experience anyway. And also because you have to upload this document, your CV, make sure your CV is in Europass. Make sure your CV is in Europass. Your CV, your certificate, your passport, your motivational letter, and your letter of proficiency or your TOEFL. Again, let me back up a bit. Again, for the admission, you would actually need to apply for the scholarship separately. Okay, so once you apply for a scholarship separately, then if you get picked by the scholarship board, then they will tell you to go apply to a school within this organizing committee or organizing universities, and you get applied. But one good thing is that once this scholarship pick you, you can then choose any school you want to apply to, and the scholarship board is going to cover all your expenses, your housing, your accommodation, your feeding, everything. And the good thing again is that for family people, you can move with your family. You can move with your family. So you are totally fine. You can move with your family. And that's that. University of Siena in partnership with DSU Toscana Scholarship. The second one that is very interesting to me is the University of Camerino. It's called UNICAM, University of Camerino. And their partnership with the ERDIS Scholarship. They are partnering with the ERDIS Scholarship. So the ERDIS Scholarship is the one actually funding those educational needs. They are just using this university as a vehicle to help you get tutored. Okay, if that makes sense. So they are the board giving all this money, but they are helping the school, to feed you and house you and everything like that. If you do not get a scholarship in the University of Camerino, your tuition is going to be 156 euros. 156 euros. That is, for me, that is very cheap. Let me whisper, that is very cheap. 156 euros a year. That is crazy. That is very cheap. So you wouldn't want to beat that. You wouldn't want to beat that. And if by chance you get a scholarship, it's an addition to you. It's an addition to you. So please try to look into this as soon as possible. Again, the documentation are the same thing. You would have to apply to the scholarship differently, to the EDIT scholarship. I'm going to drop all the links in my description box. Do well to check it. It's not enough to watch the video. It's also very paramount and very helpful for you to go to the description box, click the links, and choose any school you want to. Click the links and follow the prompt. It's very easy. And if you have any question, like I always say, drop it and I'll attend to it promptly. Like I said with the first one, make sure you get your documentations together and do that as soon as possible. The third university is the University of Cassino, and they are partnering with the LazioDisco Scholarship. University of Cassino in partnership with LazioDisco Scholarship. Oftentimes, I think the highest tuition one would have to pay aside scholarship here, the highest or the maximum is 300 euro. If you ask me, as an international student studying in the US, it is extremely not only affordable but cheap. It is extremely cheap to study with this amount tuition. This is 300 euro. It's very cheap if you ask me. And if by chance you get the Lazio scholarship covers your meal, your housing, your tuition, of course, and also free accommodation as well. So these things are open right now and they are waiting for you to apply. Let me go over for those who might not get the required documents. Again, like I say, these documents are the same for these three schools: Siena, Camerino, Cassino. They are the same documents. You don't need anything spectacular. Now, the organizing board for the scholarship might ask you some specific documents based on your situation, but it's very uncommon, it's very unusual. Okay, but the basic document that you need to apply for this scholarship and to get to this school: number one, please get your passport, get your international passport. I would advise you get the one of 10 years. If you're Nigerian anyway, get the one of 10 years. I know that Nigeria has the 5 years and the 10 years. Get the one of 10 years. Get your passport. Get your high school diploma or degree certificate. Get your transcript. Get your CV. Make sure your CV is in Europass format. If you want to make your CV in Europass format, you can just go to europass.eu. Europass.eu. I will also drop the link in my subscription in my detailing box. You can go there and check it. Write your motivational letter, your proof of income. Yes, I didn't mention that earlier. Your proof of income. Don't worry, no matter this scholarship is not for is not for politician children. It's for people who are average earning. So if you know that you are an average earner or middle class or low class, this is for you. They really don't try to impress them. Don't try to make them feel like you are a rich person. No, be humble. Just tell them exactly how much you're earning. You can send your bank document. They're going to make the conversion and they will say that it's almost nothing. Don't worry. Get your documentation together and I'm sure you're going to get somewhere. Hey, I don't know if you've gotten anything here so far, but do not sleep on these opportunities. This is the time that many of these schools are actually opening up and taking students. You don't want to miss it. Only, you can miss it though, only if you don't want to study in Europe. But if Europe is your thing, this is one of the chances you can use to get to Europe. By the way, Italy is one of the countries in the Schengen zone, meaning that if you get a visa to Italy, you can still navigate through train or bus or tram. You can navigate through all the other European countries with less stress. So here you go. And I hope that you have enjoyed this video so far. Make sure you like, you share, and subscribe. Thank you for those joining the family. We are growing gradually. Thank you, and God bless you. Shalom.